Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, we could just edit over this, right?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode
Of the Hooverville Podcast.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Roberto.
And that's it.
So, yeah, bye.
We are half of Hooverville. TK
Yeah.
and Steve couldn't make it.
They have jobs.
They have jobs. They think they're so hot. So if you're still with us, we would like to try to keep you entertained by the two of us.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Well,
There's Hurricane.
yes,
Sandy.
Hurricane Sandy.
That's the big...
That's definitely the big news today. That is especially we both live in Brooklyn, so I haven't really left the house that much this week except for Halloween, in spite of the hurricane. But I know the big news now is the how this Sunday is going to be the marathon, the New York City Marathon. Now, do you think they should have it or not?
Frankly, I don't give a fuck about the marathon.
Yeah, I used to. That's the whole thing. Yeah, because
I've seen people on Facebook go like, "Oh, we shouldn't have why do you care?"
Well, I know. Like, I used to be very, like, I was like, have the marathon. I don't care. But now, like, I see that they're using like generators for the tents, so like they're using stuff that they could use to help these people. But what I think is the main argument against the marathon is who the hell gives a fuck about the marathon? Yeah. Like the people who are saying, no, this marathon really needs to happen. Like, really? Do you really care? Are is the world really going to change without these marathon? Who are these people, these aficionados?
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to the marathon.
No. It's like, I don't know about that. The marathon is like daylight savings. I don't know about it until like 2 days before. I'm like, oh, the marathon.
Or even afterwards.
It's that time of the year.
You wake up and like, oh, it's the marathon?
Yeah, I wake up and they're like, hey, like I wake up late and like, oh, this guy from Kenya just finished. Like, finished what? The marathon was today. I'm like, oh, I didn't.
Cool, I guess.
You know, I never seen it.
Yeah, I've never watched a minute of it. Maybe on today. On NBC.
I see recaps, but recaps of it, it's...
Yeah.
I don't see it. They force recaps on me.
Did you, so wait, you actually went out on Halloween?
No.
It was pretty much canceled.
Yeah, it was canceled. Chris Christie canceled it. But it was, no, I actually had to work on Halloween. Yeah. But I realized that because all the trains were down and I saw the skyline of Manhattan and it was all like, there was no lights. It was amazing to see that the lights were gone in downtown. But I think everyone just stayed in their neighborhoods. Which I think it must have really hurt all those clubs that like were planning on like making all their money on Halloween. But no, I took that my body took that opportunity to get really sick because I knew I couldn't do anything for 3 days. So.
No, yeah, I just stayed home. I was actually sick that day too.
Oh well, coincidence.
Well,
but yes, I wanted to. There's no way I can segue into this right now because I have been thinking about this and I wanted to mention to you because as I am the senior member of Hooverville, as I'm the oldest, 22 years old, I am looking for jobs.
Yeah.
Which, sucks being out of college, but I can say that the best part about being 22 years old and out of college is that you don't have to be athletic anymore. Like, it's more acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, I was never an athletic person. The audience of this podcast can't tell with my masculine toned voice. But I wear a lot of long sleeves. Like, you can't see with my clothes. Yeah. But I was a very active kid. And there's a difference. When you're an active kid and you're unathletic, that's really not good because you don't realize. Like, I was really good at the games that have no redeemable quality. Kickball... and like suicide and baseball, but instead of a bat you used your hand and a blue ball.
Yeah.
And you could, but when you get to that age when you stop playing games where you really needed to when you started moving to real games like football and baseball and basketball, I wasn't good, and it was harrowing. But like now when you're 22, like this, I've seen you don't need it. No one says like, hey, do you want to like play a pickup game of basketball? And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go,
Want to go play some handball?
Like, no, like, what are you, a child? What do you want to play basketball like a child? Like, you could just pull that on them.
Yeah.
But
I've never been athletic or playful. I don't know what the fuck your word was.
Active
child.
I've
never. So I'm fucked either.
Coined by the commercials at Saturday morning cartoons that I stayed in and watched instead of playing Little League. Be active. Just 30 minutes a day.
Yeah, I've never been either.
Well, I was like, I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't play video games, but I always liked going outside and playing, but not not real sports because I wasn't good. Like I did play. I was in Little League for a little bit, and I would have to. My goal became my goal after a year of me realizing that I just am not good at sports. I changed my goal from trying to win the game to trying to convince the kids playing that I was marginally well. That was my goal. Yeah. That was my goal. So I would whenever I would stop playing basketball and I would never start, but when they put me in, everyone would know immediately who's the good kid on their team. So whenever I get the ball, I'd run to the good kid. So when he just got the ball for me, I'm like, oh well, he's everyone's like he's good.
Yeah.
And I would make sure I'd get I would even pretend to be tired when I wasn't tired because I'm like, oh, there's nothing I can do. I'm just tired. Trying to force myself to sweat. It's very embarrassing.
No, yeah, when I did try because I don't know, I wasn't like other kids. I didn't go fucking play sports and shit. So my parents wanted me to try that stuff, and I did baseball for a while and I did soccer for a while, and I quit both for the same reason. I got hit in the balls.
Really?
Each time, yeah.
Same kid?
No, same kid. I wish it was same kid.
You paid him off, did you?
No, but in soccer, I remember it was fucking huge, incredibly embarrassing because you're fucking running around on the field and somebody kicked the ball, passing it to me, and it just hit me right in the balls, but really hard. So I just kind of went into a fetal position on the field, and it was terrible. There were all those people watching, and the same thing happened with baseball. So all the sport
with the bat.
No, with the ball.
Oh, still.
So each sport I quit was because it hit me in the balls.
Now, was that when you were hitting the balls both times? Were you like, that's it, I'm done? Or were you like, I'm gonna play this game until I get hit in the balls?
No,
and then it's over.
I'm done. I don't.
I mean, is that all
I've never.
Of life? I'm gonna take this class until I get hit in the balls, and I'm dropping it. Why'd you drop
everything in life?
Why'd you drop anthropology? I got hit in the balls, man. Oh, okay.
Then I would never went to high school, but yeah, I never tried any other sports really. I tried handball once because Steven used to play it a lot, in high school, and I was never into that shit. He tried to teach me one day, and I was just, I can't do this. This is weird. It's the rules.
I can never get into
never
it.
Understood.
I can never get into it because in my middle school there was always a bunch of kids that were already good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna have you guys.
I'm not gonna be in this crowd.
I'll keep up, guys. No.
Yeah.
But I think that was the whole getting hit in the balls that's in middle school and high school. Because I didn't worry about that much. I mean, I was hitting the balls in college, but you don't really worry about that. But I feel in high school and middle school, with guys, it would get to the point when someone hit someone would just start hitting someone in the balls, and it would be a response hitting back.
Yeah.
And it would eventually get to a cold war. It would be a time where it would just be tense with everyone, where everyone would just know someone's gonna get hit in the balls right now because everyone put their hits in, and then there's some people who didn't get hit, and they're trying to be okay, you hell out me, and that's. High school was hard.
No, yeah, there was this one kid I fucking hated. Well, not hated, because I was friends with him, but he fucking knew how to hit somebody in the balls really hard. You feel it.
Something you can only get through practice.
Yeah, he had a lot of practice, and he could hit everybody in the balls, and it was terrible. Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, in high school, what I could say is that leading up to middle school and high school, I feel like the word that can best describe me was the lamest cool kid. Now there's a difference between the lamest cool kid and the coolest lame kid. And there is a difference. The coolest lame kid, the lamest cool kid is still kind of with the cool kids, but he's the lowest common denominator. But to strangers, it's not as short.
Yeah,
And that's,
cool.
it's not bad, That was middle school. And, it can get worse than that. And that really, that pretty much came from being an active kid.
Yeah.
Who wanted to hang out who wanted to do active stuff, and there were, like, athletes who did it. Like, I played with, like, friends of mine who were athletes, and I wanted to keep up with them. But, I remember when I was in Little League, we were playing, I was up at bat, and I was like, and like, this is like, I was like already always in the field and just not like a good player. So everyone did. Like in basketball, you can like kind of get away with it a little bit. You can maybe hide. Yeah. But in baseball, there are times when everyone's just looking at you.
You have to be.
It's like all.
At one point, you're the spotlight.
It's all like like only foul shots in baseball has like a spotlight. You can just like, oh, well, they didn't pass it to me. But I went up to the base, and I guess I was standing too close to the base. And I was probably holding my bat like a sword because I'm an idiot. But the pitcher hit me, and this was like the year when I realized that I was bad at sports, because the year I realized it was the year when kids started to pitch.
Yeah. Because
that's how early it was. Like when it was always adults pitching, I was like, I was doing good, and then I remember seeing kids pitching, and I'm like, whoa, they have kids. Maybe I can pitch. And then no. But I was hit by the ball, and immediately I was like, thank God. I was like, I got a base, and maybe I can get a run in if a good play is up next. But the first thing that went through my head after that was, for some reason, I thought that if I wasn't hurt, they would just write it off and make me go again. Like, I just thought that, clearly when you get hit by a ball, you're taking a base, but I just thought that. Yeah. So I just immediately, like, grabbed my leg and threw myself to the ground. Like, ah! I got hurt by this ball thrown by this other toddler. So I clearly and I limped to base.
Yeah. Did you ever get like actually hurt?
No.
In sports?
No, I wasn't good enough to get hurt.
I've never been hurt in sports, but when I was a kid, the most I've ever.
And older, I was, yeah.
Yeah, when you're older. But when I was a kid, the most I ever got hurt was for some reason. Like, it was really late and my parents were having, like, this party. And all the kids were hanging out on the stoop, but for the neighbor's house. And the neighbor didn't have any lights on his stoop. So you couldn't see anything. And for some reason, we just kept... You know how, like, you'll jump from the first step and then, you'll jump from the highest step to see who could do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody did that when
That's what kids did down in Brooklyn. We used to...
That's what I used to
do. It's called a jump step.
So, like, we would jump from the highest step. And, it was pitch black. So I jumped from the highest step, and instead of being cool and landing it, I tripped and landed on a broken beer bottle on my knee. So that was fucking terrible. Because, like, I still to that day, I don't know, it was all fucking, like, white and pussy. Because it went deep.
Do you have a scar?
No, I don't have a scar.
I feel like kids don't... When you're older, you scar a lot more easier.
Yeah, I didn't have a scar.
But the worst... last year I had scars.
Oh, yeah. Thornbush.
I'll get to that.
No, the worst part about that wasn't falling on it. It wasn't the pain of it, because I don't remember that. But going to school afterwards, because you had to put on your pants, and that would hurt so fucking much. Putting your pants over that wound, I guess.
You didn't have like a bandage on it?
Why? Eventually. But...
Eventually. When my parents eventually saw it,
like, oh shit, we gotta do something about that.
Oh man, yeah. Scars. Yeah, like when I was younger, I had like scars. Like I have a scar under my eye that I fell in a bus in Disney World. And it
on a bus?
Like going onto a bus.
Oh god. I hit a bus once.
With a car?
No, I hit a bus with my face.
Really? Like.